G'day and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we will learn how to make this gorgeous shawl. This shawl was designed by Gwen from Stitch Gwen, and you can find her on Ravelry and Instagram. This shawl is so beautiful and works really well with two different colours, but I'm sure it would look gorgeous just in the one colour. Today's video is sponsored by redheart.com, so I'd like to say a huge thank you to Redheart for supplying the yarn in this tutorial. For more free patterns and great yarn, go and visit redheart.com. So let's get started on the lesson. Alrighty, so I've tried to do the tutorial and the yarn that I'm using is so fine that you cannot really see it on the video tutorial, so I'm going to swap. And I'm going to use a Redheart Super Saver. This is the light grey. And I've got a Super Saver Ombre. I've already used some of this. You can see it's a bit worse for wear. And this is the Scuba colourway. And that changes colour ever so slowly. And it's a beautiful yarn. I love how the colour changes go. And I'm going to be using a 6mm crochet hook. The yarn recommends a 5.5 or a I size crochet hook, so I will be using one size bigger. To start off, we want to chain 3. So first of all we need to make a slip knot. You can do this any way that you like. And we're going to chain 3 and close with a slip stitch to form a ring. So 1, 2 and 3. Go to the first chain and then make a slip stitch. We're going to work into the center of the ring. It is a little bit hard to find the middle at first, but once you've got it you'll know where it is because your stitches will hold it apart. So all into the ring we're going to work 2 half double crochet. That is not the middle of the ring, that's a stitch. It's in there. So we're going to work 2 half double crochet. See how now you can definitely see where the middle is. We're going to work 2 double crochet. So yarning over, going in, pull up, pull through 2 and pull through 2. So we need 2 of those. One treble crochet, so we're going to wrap twice. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 double crochet, so just wrap once, and then 2 half double crochet. I'm just going to push that around. So 2 half double crochet, so it's wrapping and pulling up and then pulling through all 3 loops. 2 of those. And you are going to have something that looks like sort of a triangle, and that's the beginning of the shawl. We're going to turn our work. We're going to single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet all into the first stitch. This is the increase from now as it is written as INC on the written pattern, which stands for increase. So it's single crochet, chain 1, single crochet all in the first stitch, which is right there. So going into the, just move that out of the way. Hang on, why is my yarn like that? It should be around there. Go in, pull up, work a single crochet, chain 1, same stitch again, and work a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and single crochet in the next. So Yep, so I've chained one, sorry, I was making sure. Skip one, single crochet in the next. Chain one, skip one, and increase into the top of the triangle, which is over here. And our increase is our single crochet, chain one, and single crochet back in that same stitch. We're going to chain one, skip one, and single crochet in the next. Chain one and increase in the last stitch, and it says beware, this stitch is sometimes difficult to see. So we're skipping one, and this here is the last stitch. It does disappear, doesn't it? It kind of goes flat. So you're going to skip one and then single crochet in this last stitch over here. Have I done my chain one? Yes. And then, go in there. Single crochet in that last stitch. We're going to chain one, and then we're going to do another single crochet in the same stitch because we want to make an increase. We're going to turn our work. We're going to increase in the first space. So into our first chain one space, which is going to be a little bit hard to see, you just got to find it. It's there. We're going to work our single crochet, chain one, and single crochet all in the same space. We're going to chain one, we're going to skip one, and single crochet in the next space. So we're skipping the single crochet, and in the chain one space we're working a single crochet and a chain one. We're going to skip a single crochet, which is there. In that next stitch we're going to work a single crochet and a chain one. We're going to go to the top of the triangle and we're going to find our chain one space. Do have to feel for it. There we go. And in there we're going to work our increase, because on the tip of the triangle we want to work an increase so that it goes around the corner. If we don't do that, it's not going to go around the corner very nicely. So single crochet, chain one, and single crochet, chain one, skip the next stitch into the chain one space, which is there. The chain one spaces will start to stand out a lot easier now. Chain one, skip the single crochet in the next space. We're going to work a single crochet, chain one, and in the last chain one space we are going to work an increase, and my yarn is stuck again. What is happening? I know why, because the video camera is going. So in our last one here, we're going to do a chain one, we're going to do a single crochet, a chain one, and a single crochet. So now it's time to introduce our new colour. So we're just going to pull that out. What I'm going to do is I've just got a stitch marker here. I'm just going to put that around the yarn so it doesn't fall out if I accidentally catch it on something. So grabbing our new colour, we're going to find our chain one space, which is in the middle of the two single crochets at the beginning. I'm going to add our new yarn. We're going to single crochet, chain one, and single crochet in the first space for our increase, chain one, in each chain one space across. So you're going to skip the single crochet and then into the chain one space. You're going to work a single crochet, chain one, and do that all the way across. Now the chain 1 spaces are going to start standing out, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to see. You're going to get used to it. It's a little bit hard at first, so see where they are. In the top here we're going to work an increase, so it's single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all into the same stitch, chain 1, and along this edge we're going to work into the chain 1 spaces for a single crochet and a chain 1. Into our last chain 1 space we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1 and a single crochet, all in that same space. Oh guys, I'm having serious yarn issues on the side here. Some days it just goes smoothly and then other days it doesn't. And today is one of them days that it doesn't. Alrighty, we're going to turn our work into that very first chain 1 space. We are going to work a single crochet. Oops, that leaves a little bit long. A single crochet, a chain 1 and a single crochet. Chain 1, into each chain 1 space across we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and that's in each chain 1 space across. Into the very top one here, which is the top of our triangle. See, look, yarn issues. It's just all sticking together. Oops, gonna find the chain 1 space. And we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1 and a single crochet, and in each chain 1 space across we're going to work a single crochet and a chain 1. Into the last chain 1 space we are going to work single crochet, chain 1 and a single crochet, and you can see now we're back to our other colour, so that means it's time to change, so we can swap our stitch marker out. I'm so glad I changed to the thicker yarn because this would have been impossible for you to see. Look, still all crinkly. Alrighty, so we're going to change to the grey, so we're going to turn our work around because we need to change colour. I'm just getting rid of this loop because it confuses me. There we go. Somewhere, there we go, there's a grey yarn. And what you're going to do is just pull this loop up until it's the same height as the crochet that we just did. Obviously that's way too big, so we'll just pull that back down. And we're going to find the chain 1 space that we just worked. And that's about the same height, a bit smaller. Work into there and work a single crochet. This loop here is going to get worked over when we do our edging, so we don't need to worry about that loop. So we're going to do a single crochet, which I've already done, chain 1 and single crochet, chain 1, each chain 1 space across we're going to work single crochet, chain 1, Don't want to forget any of our chain 1 spaces. Into the chain 1 space at the top here, we're going to do our increase. And I think you've already got the pattern memorized. It's a very easy pattern to work up. So chain 1. In each chain 1 space across, we are going to work single crochet and a chain 1. Now my grey yarn is playing hard to get. In that last chain 1 space, we're going to work single crochet chain 1 and a single crochet back in that same space. It's looking so pretty already. And now we're going to turn our work around, and you can tell we don't need to change colour because our colour is down on the other end, so we're doing 2 rows of each colour. So into the very first chain 1 space, we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet, chain 1. In each chain 1 space across, we are going to do a single crochet and chain 1. So work that across, and I'll show you what to do when we get to the corner. When we get to the corner, we are going to work a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the same spot, and again single crochet and chain 1. Make sure we add that chain 1 there. Single crochet and chain 1 into each chain 1 space across. You probably, oh, what's going on? You probably already remembered what we're doing, but I'm just going to show you the next colour change just as a refresher. And then we just repeat this until we have our shawl the size we want, or until we run out of yarn. It doesn't have how many rows were completed on the rhythm pattern. And I think it was pretty much until the person ran out of yarn, because it's one of those colour changing yarns. So single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet in the very last space. We know we need to change colour, so I can just pull that loop back, and I'm going to pop this in there. Love these little stitch markers. I'm going to put this blue loop back on, our previous colour. I'm going to turn our work because we're going to be working back the other way. Get rid of all this yarn. I seriously feel like I'm all thumbs today. Hopefully it's not showing up too much in the video tutorial. So bring your loop up at about the height of the crochet that we are doing. I think it might be lunchtime. Anybody else get like that when they get hungry? They just can't think straight. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10 to 12. It's not even lunchtime yet. So we're going to work a single crochet in the very first chain 1 space. Chain 1 and single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1 all the way across. Work your corner and just keep going until you have your shawl the size that you need. Next part of the video I will have mine almost finished, and then we'll be ready to do the edging. I have made 57 rows, and that includes the very first one, which was the one that consisted of the half double crochets, double crochets and a treble. So I have 57 rows altogether, and I have finished on a blue row. And before blocking, it is 24 inches from the beginning to the point, and that is about 60 centimeters. Across the top edge, it is 25 inches, or approximately 130 centimeters, or 1.3 meters across the top edge. So as you can see, I finished with a blue row. I do need to finish off my grey. I wasn't sure how big I was going to make this, but this is the size I am going to choose. I still have a lot of yarn left. I've still got all that from the 10-ounce ball, which is 283 grams, is 10 ounces, and I still have all this left from my 200 gram or my 7-ounce ball. So I'm just going to cut off this grey yarn, so I'm going to leave a tail. I had a stitch marker in there so it wouldn't come undone. And I'm just going to put that through the loop, and then I'm just going to pull, and I can sew in that end. I could probably crochet over it actually. And then I'm going to finish off my blue yarn. Or do I want to do my edging in the blue? No, I'm going to do my edging in the grey. I probably could have left that grey attached instead of cutting that off, but hey ho, I've already cut it off. So to do the edging, it says you can do any border that you like. I have chosen for a simple one with picots. It is very easy. So what we want to do, so I've just finished off there. I'm going to turn and go back the other direction. So I just need to turn all this around. And I'm going to join in my grey yarn into the chain one space there. I'm going to join my yarn into the chain one space that is on the end. And it says single crochet in the chain space, picot, single crochet in the next chain space, chain one, single crochet in the next chain space, picot, single crochet in the next chain space, chain one. So it looks like we're doing a picot every second time we do a single crochet chain one. And if we go back to the beginning of our pattern, it tells us how to do a picot stitch, and it's a chain two, single crochet in the first chain. So we want to make a single crochet in that first stitch there. That wasn't a single crochet. What on earth was that? Try that again. Join my yarn in. That's why it's not looking like a single crochet. Single crochet, and then we're going to do a picot. So it was chain two, slip stitch in the very first chain that we did. Single crochet in the next chain space. Chain one, single crochet, and then do your picot. 1, 2, slip stitch to the first chain, single crochet in the next space, chain one, single crochet. So you can see that they've spread out there. So we're going to do a picot. Is that how you say it? I'm sure that's how you say it. That's how I say it. Picot, picot. I'm sure there's other ways to say it. Single crochet, chain one, single crochet. Oops. You can see they're all spread out. So you can see a rhythm happening here. So it's, if you look here, you can see picot, single, single, picot, single, single, picot, single, single. So we know the next one's picot, chain two, and do that. Single crochet, chain one, single crochet, picot, single crochet, chain one, single crochet, picot. It looks really cute, and it's just a little simple edging, but it looks really cute. Where's this one? I thought I hadn't done one then. Looks fantastic. So we're going to work this all the way across, and we're going to work our way across until we get to the point of the shawl. When we get to the corner, there isn't actually any instructions on the written pattern, but I've just tested it out, and what you do is just keep in the pattern that we're doing at the moment. So we've done picot, chain 1, single crochet, picot, where am I going? Into the middle, single crochet, that's all wrong, because I forgot to slip stitch, and then single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the same, because it's the same, it's the corner, and then do our picot. We're just continuing on with the pattern that we've been doing. It's just we had to work the corner, so we've done picot, so it's single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, picot. Repeat this all the way across until we get to the other end of our shawl. To crochet along the top edge, even though that does look really pretty, for me I have to crochet along the top edge because I need to hide the where I've carried the yarn up on the other side, which is here. You can see all the loops that we've got on the side, so I do need to crochet over those. And to crochet along, you're going to look at your edge, and if like mine you've got these little bumps, you're going to put a single crochet either side of each bump, and then you're going to do on that grey one there, on the blue one on that side, one on that side. So I've actually just take that out so I can show you. So that was my last stitch on the sides, and now we're going across the top edge. I'm going to put another single crochet into the corner space that we have there. You could even work 3 if you like to, but we're putting one quite close to each other, so we shouldn't need it. We're going to single crochet into there, and it's this hang on, are we vertical? Yes, vertical bar that we have here. We're going to crochet on the other side of it, you can see here, and go through 2 loops so it makes it nice and secure. Don't do your crochet too tight. Into the next colour, we've got the bump here. We're going to go on this side of it through 2 loops. Oops. And on the other side of that little bar we got there, we're going to crochet on that side. You've got the next colour here, we're going to go one on that side of the bump and one on the other side, and I'm getting through 2 loops the whole time, and that just makes it more secure, because if you go through one loop it'll just make a gaping hole and it's going to look a little bit funny. So we're going to continue across, and I'm going to meet you when we get to the other side of this edge. So once we get past the middle and we get to the bit where we carried the yarn, so I can just show you how to do that just in case you're not sure what you're doing. So pause the video and I'll see you there. Once we get to the other side where the loops are where we carried our yarn, for there I just crocheted across and just put a stitch where I thought that it needed one. And we're going to crochet the same as what we did on the other side, except this time we've got, hang on, that's just my yarn tail, get rid of that one. We've just got these loops where we've carried our yarn, so you're going to be ignoring the loops and looking down onto your 2 rows that we have here. So into the blue one we're going to put a single crochet, and we're basically just putting it into the end of each row. So each, if you've done your colours like this, you've got 2 rows of blue, or 2 rows of one colour and 2 rows of another colour. You're going to put a single crochet into the end of each row. Make sure you are capturing all of your loops. You can see I've missed 2 here. These are the yarns that I've carried over on the rows when I've crocheted the edging. I crocheted on that side, so I wasn't aware that I wasn't catching the loops on this side, but I only just got to undo half a side, and I'm going to make sure that I'm capturing these loops because it looks a bit funny. I'm sure you wouldn't notice it too much once you're wearing it, but oh, there's another one. It's really bugging me, so I'm going to undo that and do it again. So I've just done my first blue, so I've got my second blue. And I've got 2 rows of grey, so I need to go into end of each row. There won't be an exact spot for you to go into because it's not like working normal crochet stitches, because we are going into the end. We want to try and get through 2 loops. So I've just done 2 blues, and now I'm doing 2 grey. And we're going to work this all the way across until we get to the other end. And we are going to be ready to join, and that's the edging done. Pause the video and I'll see you there. When we get to the end, we're going to put a single crochet in that very last stitch. And then we're going to join to the very first single crochet with a slip stitch. And then we're going to find our scissors. Mine's currently buried under my shawl somewhere. And then we're going to cut off about 2 to 3 inches of yarn. Then pull that back through. And all we need to do now is sew in our ends. And here is my shawl. I have sewn in all my ends, and now I'm going to block it. And I'm not going to show you how to do that on this video tutorial, but I am going to put some links in, and they will be in the description box, and they will also pop up on your screen on the right hand side in the top corner, and that will show you how to block your projects. I will use blocking wires for this project, and I will put a link in the description box that will give you an affiliate link on where you can purchase blocking wires. If you make a purchase via this link, I do make a little tiny commission, and it's no extra cost to you, but it does help keep my videos for free. So thank you in advance if you make a purchase through that. I would highly recommend blocking wires. I have used them in all the shawls that I've made since I bought them. I've also used them to block a blanket that had a picot edge as well, so they come in very handy. And I've also got blocking mats, and I will put in a link for you for those as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video tutorial. Please share your creations on our Facebook page. You can also tag me on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crochet.